Hey everybody, and welcome back to Koi Pond Lifestyle. So what have we got on today? Got a number of things on today. This week I'm having a look at my air pump. Makes a funny noise when it's in the garage, bzzz, all the time. I think I mentioned it in my last video when I did the show in Dudley. That was interesting. And I was looking at buying another one, and then a couple of you came along and said, have you tried changing the diaphragm in it? Nope. So I've been in the old box and found a spare diaphragm, so I'm gonna have a go at changing that today. Good job it's at the end of the season and I might break this, I have no idea. So I'm gonna have a look at changing that today. Also, it's starting to get a bit more chilly now, and the fish are slowed down. They're now on a 50-50 sort of wheat germ and summer mix, so they're on a winter and a summer mix, and as I said I was going to do that, so they're doing that as well at the moment. So I'm feeding them sort of 2 or 3 times a day still, but they still seem quite hungry. You can see the cheg's like a monster, and he's growing. He's about this big now. Not that big. So I'm carrying on feeding the fish with lower doses of the wheat germ and the summer mix. So what else? What you're going to be finding is it's about now that everybody starts doing their winter prepping videos. So yeah, it's about time you need to start prepping for winter, because it's coming and it's almost here. But mind you, it's October and it's still quite warm, so I am going to leave my covers off as long as possible. I don't want them covers on yet. I'm going to leave them off until the very last second, because I was late taking them off, so I want to put them late back on again and keep them as much time. It depends on the weather. If all of a sudden we have snow coming down or some freezing weather, I'm going to start putting them on. But until then, I'm going to leave them off as long as possible. So as part of this video as well, we're going to get the covers out, because I think there's a couple that are broke on when I was putting away, and I thought I'll do them another day. And I was messing around down the back of the shed where I store them at the back of the shed there, and I thought we need to fix them. So we're going to get them out today and have a quick look at fixing them today. So we're going to keep an eye on some water testing as well. We've got some water tests to do. I want to make sure my KH has got back to where it was. We're doing some regular tests on KH, so we're going to where that is, and also because my low my feeding, hopefully my nitrites and my nitrates and ammonias. So that dog just found something in the back of the shed that I need to take off him because he's eating it. I'll get them sorted as well. So let's crack on and get some stuff done, and hopefully we don't break this air pump. He cracks me up, that guy does. Anyways, so we're back in the shed, in the man cave should I say, and we're looking at my air pump. I should have talked a bit louder because the air pump's a bit loud. You can hear it in the background. Let me just turn it off. And silence. So anyway, this is my pump. This is the pump I've got. That's the pump I had. Found the box. More important, found the instructions, so I know what I'm supposed to be doing on this. Yeah, instructions. So let's get it out. Let's have a look. Right, so it's all disconnected. Let's give it a bit of a wipe. My air filter in the top. I kind of clean or replace this on a regular basis, which is this thing here. It's basically a bit of filter floss. Goes in the top there. Interesting. So it says undo the screws on the base. Doobie-doo-doo-doo-doo. Cue the music. No music this time. You know, somebody complained I put music on the videos. Why you put music on the videos? Well, maybe people like listening to music, don't they? So yeah, disconnected the front off. Now what I've done is I've disconnected, but I've left the pipes higher than the pond, because otherwise you get the siphon issue, and then water starts siphoning itself back out of your pond or your filter or whatever. So you always got to try to make sure these are above, or if you can have those backdraft valve things on to stop the water running back. Anyways, oh cool, look what we got. Right, how's this work then? Got quite a bit of dust in here. Let's clear this off while we're here. Interestings. So I've got some new bits here. Well, not new bits actually, they're bits that we found in the box. I don't know what they are though. Maybe it's these 2 endy bits. Yeah, it's all unplugged. Plugs there. Interestings. Maybe that goes there. I can almost hear you screaming at the telly now. Don't put that that there, don't touch that, don't do this. I'm not really sure what I'm doing. Anyway, it says here, to replace a faulty or worn diaphragm. How do I know it's faulty or worn? Should we take one off and find out? Let's take one off and have a look, eh? They get quite warm, these things, as well. What I found with this one is I put this in my garage and I heat my garage. So in winter it gets a certain amount of sort of warm air blowing into the filter system. So it doesn't heat anything. I don't gain any heat from it, but it just puts that little bit of heat into the filter system. And if I get it into there from here, then why not? Alright, let's have a look. Yeah, basically what somebody said is that if you replace the diaphragm, it might quieten it down a little bit. And I thought, well, rather than me spending money on a new one, just see if I can replace this and see if this does the job. Because I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, I see. So that comes off there. Right. Oh, I get you. Right, I understand now. Thank you. And that's the diaphragm. God, they do get quite warm, these, don't they? Right, so I don't think that diaphragm's worn, to be honest. And is that looking anything different to that? See, am I just replacing this for the sake of replacing it? But what have I got to lose? What have I got to lose, ladies and gentlemen? Hoping this works after I mess around with it. Right, so first diaphragm has been recreated. So you've got the two magnets this side. It looks like it just sort of in and out of the magnets, blowing air into here, then whoosh, out of there. So interesting stuff. So I'm now going to place the diaphragm back in its little holdery thing, and then I believe that goes back on there. Very blooming fiddly. Alright, I'm going to put the new top on it because I've got this new top, so I might as well put the new one on because I've got one to go on, so I might as well use it. The damn thing works after this. Me faffing around with it. No, don't do it like that. No, don't do it like that. Yeah, somebody, I think it was Alan, bless him. Alan up north, where apparently it's blooming cold already, said to me, have you tried changing the diaphragms? It might quieten it down a little bit. I said no, but this is Koi Pond lifestyle, so we don't knock it till we've done and tried it. Right, so there's one side plate replaced. Let's get the other side done. Okay, got the other side off, and I've basically just replaced the diaphragm like for like, so no rocket science there, doesn't look like, as far as I could see. Fitting the diaphragm back into its frame. This is a new diaphragm, the old one See, the old one, couldn't see there wasn't much up with the old one, to be honest. Can't see, but you don't know. Okay, so again, same as the other one. Again, this looks like a little piston thing in between the two magnets, and that obviously pumps away quite nicely when it's going. So there's going to connect this back onto here. It's got these little connectors on the back here. Little connector fit over the top of there. So I'll just put that back on as I took it off. On with the new cap. I've got another new cap, so I'll put the new cap on as well. Over the top of everything. Now what I found with the other one is they don't quite fit properly, but as you put the bolts back in, they kind of pull themselves in, which is good. So I just put these 4 screws in here. Once you locate 2 of them, the others kind of fall into place. Light back on. And connector on. Come on, you monkey. That's it. Now look what I spotted. Just while I was editing, I've trapped a blooming wire in there. Trapped the earth wire. Bet you could see it, couldn't you? Andy, you've trapped the wire, you've trapped the wire. I know. I better get that out before we kick it back in again. I was just watching the footage back before I carried on, and I thought, oops, didn't see that. There you go, see? That was interesting. I don't know if it's damaged it or not, but fingers crossed it hasn't. There we go. Okay, let's get that top back on. Okay, we're back together. Just going to reposition it where it should be. Sits up on the top there. All my air lines from here. Right, so has it reduced its noise? Let's turn it on and find out. Right, so there you go. It sounds as loud as it did before. I've replaced it, like I say, replaced these 2 diaphragms, replaced them, replaced these endy bits. I don't even know what them are. Anyway, replaced that, and I replaced that. I don't know whether we can get in there and have a look at what's inside these. Anyway, I'll have to look at them, but it sounds the same. So, Alan, I did try, mate, and it doesn't seem to have worked. It's still very loud. Let's turn it off a minute. That's better. It's not as loud now. So yes, I don't know what else to do with that now, so that's kind of cream crack at that idea. So it looks like I'm going to have to just get another one, a quieter one. Anyway, I'm going to get back to this bloke because he's done a cracking video on whether to use clay over winter or not. Right, I've got all 3 of my covers out. All polycarbonate sheets. The 2 here are the 10mm, and then you've got the small, the larger, thicker one, which I think is a 30mm. This is one, just bless him, I had off one of my subscribers, John. You are still the man. And then the other 2 I bought from B&Q. Now they are quite expensive, these sheets are, if you're ever thinking about getting any. And they won't cut the sheet for you either. You have to get this bloody great big sheet home somehow. So I had to, I can't remember, I think I might have cut it up in the car park or something. Something ridiculous. So anyway, I've got some, I put frames around them. I leave at least a 1.5 to 2 inch gap between the sheet and what the sheet sits on, so you don't seal your pond off completely, because if you seal your pond off, then you still get the natural gases needing to get out, and if you don't let them out, you're going to have some dead fish on your hands. So I'm just going to go through these now and just see if they need a bit of adjustment. I know some of the ends broke off when I put them away, and I thought, oh, I'll do that next year. Should have done it then, but didn't. Every day is a school day. And then I'll get these fitted in, and at some point in the near future, I'm not going to put them on today. I'm going to wait a little while longer. I want to wait as long as I can before I put these covers on, because I don't like them. My fish dish up here. But you need to put, the reason I put them on, I'm not a heated pond. The reason I put these on is to stop the wind chill and try to stop the ice forming on the water. So I remember having ponds in the past where I just let them ice over, didn't see the fish, the ice was about this thick, but it was fine. But I can control that now, and I know how to control it, so I'm going to use the covers to control that situation. So like I say, really for me, I'm not heated, so the covers only stop the wind chill and hopefully stop the ice forming on the top, and they also stop the snow as well. I think in one of my videos last year I had 5, 6 or 8 inches of snow on the covers themselves that I was sweeping off on a daily basis. So they stop all that kind of stuff as well. So I don't want snow in the pond, because you don't know what's in snow, you know what's in the water in snow, and so on and so on. So there's a number of, still people say, oh, I've never covered mine in 35 years. So I don't cover them. You know, I've got coverers, so I do cover. So I'm going to give these a quick whiz over and have a look. So how do I hold these things on? This is one of the front panels. This is the one that goes at the front. It's got these little hinges here that when I want to pick them up and feed the fish, I just pick this up and it sits. So you'll see these when they go on. But to lock them in place, I've put these sort of 90-degree on. So this sits on the side of the pond, and then to stop these things blowing off, I basically just I've got an old threaded screw, put that on there, and then when they're in place, which is sort of there, I lock them in, and then that locks in at the side like this. So it basically goes onto the top and then locks in so that it doesn't blow it up. I'll show you these when they go on anyway. Okay, this is one of the endy bits that fell off as I was putting them away, and should have really fixed it, but I didn't. So now I've got to fix it now. Sounds like a B-52 blooming bomber going over the top of it at the moment. So yeah, so I fit them in there. I'm just going to put another screw in this, I think, just to hold it extra tight. There we go. It's nice and tight. Right, just before we kick in with the water test, because I need to make sure that KH is getting better. I've shown everybody how I get this net thing off, but I've never really shown anybody how to put it back on again. So let me show you. It's dead easy. Okay, water tests. So still keep an eye on my KH, because my KH was quite low when I did that dose of the other stuff for more blooming pondweed or parasites, whatever it was. Anyway, other stuff going in and fix your KH. So I've been keeping an eye on this. Now mine's still hovering between 3 and 4. So we're quite lucky in Stoke-on-Trent. I don't know anybody else in Stoke has the same thing, but our tap water, or my tap water, is a KH of 6. So that's quite good, because I just up the amount of water change I do, and it slowly increases the KH naturally. Just helps, saves buying bicarbonate soda and all that, those other bits and pieces you can chuck in. I'd rather do it naturally. So always check what your tap water is before you start putting other things in to try to cure things. So check it for nitrite, check it for nitrate. I wouldn't have any ammonia, I don't think, but you know, just check what's in your tap water, because you could be banging loads of tap water in and getting bad results. So we'll do that. And on that bombshell, thanks very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, click the like, ding the bell for notifications, and share to all your friends. Oh, and don't forget to click that subscribe button down there. Thanks very much for watching. This was Quick Pond Lifestyle.